Welcome to Ravenovah. Please go to my channel, also notification bell, like this video, and share this to my two spirit sisters, my two spirit brothers. Greetings to my two spirit sisters. A lot of times we have so much we have to deal with living in this world, discrimination, depression, and we feel like no one really understands us. Do we overthink feeling all alone? Comment below. Let's have a conversation. I created this channel for people who are different. Support those who support you. There's a PayPal on top. People murdered. One thing, there are a lot of times people can't stand in the truth, but you find one that does support them. Make sure they do not fall within a marginalized community as not being in existence. And you know that there are hard to find people that create a channel that caters to people who are different and stand in the truth. And the allies sit back and say, well, I have no problem with other people. Let me just stand in here and learn something and learn. Those no judgment. Who support you. I love you. Stay What's up, people? It is a day of another day that we call Monday. Anyway, being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Let me see this thing. Okay. This is the thing. Have you ever felt like everything, like you're in this deep depression because it's like so many things get on your nerves and you just want to be clear of everything, like you overthinking and stuff? That's what I'm dealing with right about now. Clearly y'all know probably why I'm dealing with a lot of issues at hand, because a lot of things is, you know, through the deaths and stuff that I've actually had to manifest or pray through or look through, or you know, to just try to figure out how I'm going to navigate through this world with information I haven't been received by, you know, that. So the fact of the matter is that I overthink. If you're like me, we overthink. We really don't sleep. It's a lot of things bother us more longer than they should. We even get to the point where we feel like the whole world hates us. You know, everywhere we go, we feel like we're being watched. We go through it. And I always feel like those are the kind of people that's always like we're in our own head. So we're constantly thinking that a lot of things bother us. A lot of times we don't really want to talk about it because we really don't want to hear what people have to say. A lot of times I express a lot of things that I've dealt with and stuff, and people gave me the answer that I was not looking forward to do. And note to self, if someone parents or someone has passed on, all you need to do is listen. Just listen. Don't say you should be over by now, or it's the past. Do you feel any better? How do you feel better about your mother dying? How do you feel better about your father dying? I don't care if y'all was close, y'all hated each other, no matter what the situation is, you're not going to feel better. You're not. So the thing about it is, I just think that people just don't really know what to say to you, but I'm just giving you food for thought, so somebody else. Just say I'm here for you if you need me. You want to talk about it, that's it. Don't tell nobody they should be over it. Being over it less than a month. You know, because it's kind of show your insensitivity towards that person. Because at the end of the day, if it was you, you know, you feel a certain way. So I have to navigate as far as those things and stuff. I stopped sharing. I actually stopped answering my phones because I really don't want to hear people's conversation. I don't want to reminisce. I don't want to hear about the past. I don't want to hear it. And there's a lot of things I have to deal with in myself. Living in Ubala land and learning that the men that's supposed to have my back is not going to have my back. How do I navigate through this? When men come to me, where do I go from here? And I've talked about this before, you know. Okay, I'm going to tell you just like this. Within me and stuff, I'm not going to be BS and stuff like that. I always feel like I'm going to go. Because my thing is, if men come up to me and I'm in Ubala land, where's I'm going to go? Because he wants to give me this, and you know. So the thing about it is that my channel, of course, you can be, the people you're going to get in contact with you, it's going to be with you, it's going to be straight men. Regardless of what people say, they're straight men. They want to, you know, because this is how the world we live in. We look for things to tear people down, unfortunately, instead of build them up. So that's what people do. They find ways to, you know, tear another person down because it makes them feel like they got the bigger upper arm until their turn comes in, an sensitivity chaining. Or next thing you know, they shut their whole channel down because they're upset. I don't want to hear it. You know, the thing about it is, it's always been the middle part of the gray area of where do I go from here? You know, I understand when most time I meet a man, stuff that he want to procreate, he want to have children, he want to have a family, and stuff like that. And I understand that you could alter do those things. But it's that middle part of the let him know the next level. If y'all know what I mean. My girls like me, y'all know what I mean. Every girl's different. I'm not saying everybody's story is like mine. Some people's got this glorify situations. Some people don't. Some people like me. Some people way better off me. Every person, individual basis there. But my thing is the ones like me who think of the gray area. Where do I go from here? Because at the end of the day, I'm just being used as an experiment. My body's just being, basically just being used up. And the thing about it is, like a guy was like, you know, well, I would never spend money on a woman. You know, the thing about it is that I feel as though that makes me less of a man to spend money. But I will come over and take from you. I will take from your spirit, but I'm not giving nothing to your spirit. So I'm not going to give you no money. I'm not going to help you out. I'm not doing that because I'm a man. This is what makes me a man. I don't pay for sex. I don't pay for this. I don't pay for that. So why are you here? Go back in the room with your little magazines and you go on porn, hub, or whatever the case may be, and have fun with yourself. And get your little toy out and have fun. The thing about it is, if you're trying to have a relationship with somebody, you always got to spend some type of money. I mean, you don't always, but it's always some type of money. If you come into the person's house, that's rent, that's light, that's the door open up, that's the person's house, that means bills. So you may not be walking into the person giving anything, but at the end of the day, you walk into an establishment that's already living off of money. So if you're the kind of person like, I don't feel that I need to do this, then you shouldn't be dating. My personal opinion. Because the thing about it that I'm realizing with a lot of you guys and stuff like that, y'all feel as though y'all got it up here. And I understand that because a lot of times y'all are high demand and y'all can pick and choose. But when it comes to me, it's not saying y'all got to give me money. But at the end of the damn day, you're going to bring me something. You bring me a drink, you bring me some lace front. Well, not lace fronts. I'm not big on lace. I weave my hair. You're going to give me something. Now, some other girls like, I'm just so happy I can be with that. You're gonna do something. I'm not saying you're gonna be a money thing, but you're gonna take me to the movie, take me to the. You could do more than what y'all do. Y'all just show up. You don't bring condoms. You don't bring anything, but you want to have sex with somebody. You want to leave your semen in my house as you go home to the single life that you really don't live, because you have a wife and a girlfriend, or maybe even a boyfriend, or whoever know polygamy. You never know. But at the end of the day, you're willing to take from my spirit to make your spirit feel good. And I always say one thing. Nobody can do these things to you if you're not available. Watch how the energy did to bring it to your house. Because that they bring in the dark energy, baby. When they leave out, you better get the clean. Honey. Get your bleach and you start wiping down everything they touch. Because all that spirit that they brought to your house, you don't need it. Energy is transferred, spirits is transferred, even though they left that spirit is in your house, and negativity is whispering in your ear, you're in the bathroom, like you're getting so depressed, because that depressed spirit is in your house, and you have to clean your house, to bleach everything down they touch, right? Look, oh, you touching this, gotta wipe this down, touching that, wipe everything down. I'm just saying. I know some of y'all are defensive, because well, I can't be house. It is what it is. But the thing about it is that within me, I believe in transfer energy, but also believe that depression is happening with a lot of us and stuff, and we're hurting behind the scenes because, I'm talking about the ones like me, even the cisgender women and stuff like that. We're hurting behind the scenes because, well, not really the cisgender women. I know some people say, well, all women, some women can't have children, but I'm not on that. I'm talking about the ones like me who basically living a life of trying to move forward with our life, and we're going to be dealing with straight men and stuff like that. And a lot of times, some of them can deal with it, some of them can't. But the thing about the ones that want you to deal with it, what do they want from you really? Like, what is the real reason why they're there? And not saying everybody's, because there's always something good in everything. But the thing about me that I'm always questioning is, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? And then when I do meet a man who wants to be, he's mean, he's narcissistic, he's toxic, he's going to make me go straight to prison. Because he feels as though I need to bow down, or he's going to use certain pronouns to beat me with and police me and tell me, well, you're doing this too much like this, or, you know, kind of saying little pronouns and things to try to tell my spirit down. And if you're a two-spirit woman and you're super strong, the reason why you have a man, because you're strong, mama, you can't be broken. He's come to break you and you will not be broken. So he feels as though he has to try to find another way to tear you down. I divorced myself from the world, a lot of different things, and I may not like a lot the way it goes. But I learned to navigate through this world and watch how I think. But depression is real. And I'm always thinking I overthink. If you're overthinking like me, you give me a thumbs up. We overthink. We think of everything. We don't think about the Barbie world, the mask we wear for the smile. And here we got a broken spirit inside. We're the real world that sit back and try to analyze things to make it work. And when alone, we kind of feel like, what is going on really? The men won't stand up. If we do find a man, will he rock with us? or we pick society. And for what we realize, a lot of these men that'll mess with us, they won't rock with us. They won't have our back. Unfortunately, we have a lot of birds, not a lot of eagles. Have a conversation with somebody else. He was like, I don't understand why you're so single. I said, because y'all too busy hiding. You're afraid to let everybody know who you are, and you're willing to take it to your death. So I have to keep having your energy. I can't have that energy around me because it's going to make me get anxiety. It's going to make me feel depressed. All the energy you bring in, you're going to put it on me. So make sure you channel people, not channel people, but monitor people that bring their spirits to your world. Because now all that depression stuff is in your head. Clean your house. That's all I'm saying. But I want to know, how do you feel about that? Because even if you go to surgery and stuff like that, where do you go? That people still be misjudging. Well, she used to be. Well, she this and she that. You know, it's a lot of overthinking. I'm always thinking, are you an overthinker like me? Like, we think of everything. When we get along, you know, the one thing this one man told me once upon a time, your thoughts will kill you. You have to monitor your thoughts. Because they can make things happen that's not really happening. You be hearing people talking about you, and you turn around, nobody there. You be hearing somebody say things and nobody there. Your thoughts can really imprison you into a world that you really don't have to be in. So my whole thing is, you know, sometimes you get to these parts where you get depressed and stuff like that. You're overthinking. If you're an overthinker like me, because I think of everything, you already know. I'm a Gemini, so. But the thing is, like, we're overthinkers. And you don't have to be a Gemini to be an overthinker. You just be a person that thinks like I do. And we like things to make sense. And in the world we live in, we know a lot of things are not making sense. We're walking around with masks on our face. People trying to say that it's false. I watched somebody make a whole thing about it as being false, it's fake. But I got 2 dead bodies in my phone to prove that it's real. So the thing about it is that it's a very much depressing thing we're dealing with, a lot of us and stuff, especially with masks and stuff. The bad part about it that I don't think that people can understand, this is the world that two-spirit people live in all the time. It's not like something, once the world returns back to normal, whatever normal may be, we're still going to be in the same spot. So they get to leave, but we actually don't. Some of us don't, some of us do. But the thing about it with me is I've been watching documentaries and stuff, and I've been reading a lot of, not reading, I've been watching a lot of documentaries and people's lives, like what they've been through. And I realized something, even from Marilyn Monroe, Dorothy Dandridge, Ellis Fitzgerald, James Brown, Diana Ross, everybody's been going through hell for years. And like they said, well, it's better back then. But back then, y'all used to beat your wives. I can Tina Turner. And the thing about it was that, when was it really better? We keep saying it was better, but was it really better? Because from what I'm seeing, it's not accurate what's being reported. You know, and it is what it is. And I'm an overthinker, but I want to know if you're an overthinker like me. But I do watch the documentaries and stuff, and I watch how people rise up through the depression and make it work. So my whole thing is, watch the documentary, take something from it, feed your spirit, make it stronger. It's okay to step away from online. It's okay to not answer your phone. It is okay to get into your own thoughts and have a date with you. Date yourself, take yourself out to the movies, take yourself out to dinner, take yourself out to a walk, put your earphones on your sheaths, and just do you. It is what it is. It don't hurt if you don't speak, because I don't speak to nobody. Because people love to get a reaction from somebody, and I have trust issues, which you should already know. Anyway, like I said before, y'all can comment below. Let me feel like this. Are you an overthinker like me? I overthink. Remember, your thoughts will kill you, so you have to find ways to escape this darkness. At the top, there's the Instagram button. You follow me, I follow you back. Y'all can comment below. Let y'all love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.